Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator. I think we're on episode 13 if I am counting correctly. I just want to fold this in. We have finished fertilizing, I think both fields now. And then we actually have to keep the fertilizer for like a day. Is that going to be super expensive? I kind of forgot about that. Because once we get to a growth state, which I think you just have to wait a month. I don't even know if you have to wait till like a growth stage, but I think you have to wait at least a month, and then you can basically refertilize them again and get your second fertilizer state. So if we look here at the map, so it's all light blue. So then tomorrow we'll just give it another spray and it'll be dark blue. I had a comment that said for grass we can check, and when it's fully grown it'll have like yellow flowers on top, so I'm going to assume this is not correct. So we'll have to see once we go to sleep and wake up if this looks like yellowish on top. I kind of vaguely remember that, so I think that will be accurate. We just got to make sure. And is that all we were doing? We just finished fertilizing and then we go to bed and then wait till tomorrow, and then we have a lot to do tomorrow. So I think we just do that. I guess we can check real quick. Yeah, we just did that. So let's visit and sleep and hope I didn't mess anything up. And if I did, that's fine. We can always make up for it. Okay. So our loan and I want to look at our finances real quick and see if it has our leasing, if it breaks down our lease. So our land purchase, new vehicles. Yeah, so we did spend 8,000 leasing, but it didn't seem too much higher than what we started with. So I don't think keeping it a day was too hurtful. I don't know, I guess it kind of looks the same to me, but maybe I'm not seeing, or maybe it already was fully grown. I don't know. Either way, I think we're ready to go. So we can get a worker on this. Wait. Before we do that, we gotta check and make sure that we are in yeah, we do in swath dropping mode. Toggle work mode. Yeah, swath dropping, that'll give us a nice row. There we go, so it's sort of like a miniature windrower. And then, oh, I know what we were going to do. We need to weed. Shoot, I think, let me check if if the hoe takes fertilizer. And just kind of do it. I doubt it, but let's see. Hose. No. None of them do. I think this is seed, so there's no fertilizer weeder. So we'll have to do this on two separate passes. It actually looks like it's small enough that we could use a weeder. I guess it even says in the bottom right that the weeds are small, so we can use a weeder. And this doesn't have weeds, which is interesting. And so one thing that helps with weeding is when you go buy a cultivator, make sure you buy one that isn't like a shallow. I wonder if I can find this. It'll say Maybe all cultivators are the same. There. So when it's a cultivator, it'll basically cultivate deeper or something, I think. So your weeds will grow slower. So you get like a full day to kind of use a weeder instead of a hoe. If you use a shallow cultivator or like, I think harrows are the same. Yeah, these are all shallow cultivations. And I assume these are also shallow, but I actually don't know about the power harrows. But anyway, those will cause weeds to grow faster. And so I feel like you probably want to use a hoe because you just won't have like a long time until they're at their medium growth stage. But for now, if I can back this up effectively, we will get our second fertilizer state, and then we can turn this back in. And here we go. And no, I didn't get the GPS mod just purely out of forgetting to do it. So I'll keep putting it on my to-do list. We should also check that this is working. It should. Yeah, so that's what we want. And then this field, I guess, might have weeds like tomorrow, like the next month. I'm not sure what kind of dictates when they grow and when they don't. Okay, a little bit of a waste there on the left side, but not too much we can do without wasting a lot of time. And of course, we'll just fold this in quick, and there we go. Now, it's a little tough to see where we need to overlap it. I'm not sure why we get that like circle halo. I always thought it was because my graphics settings were lowered because of my video card, but I have a 3080 now, as I have talked about a lot over the last couple of years, getting one and finally getting one, or wanting to get one and finally getting one. And so my graphics settings are, I feel like, fairly high now, so I don't get why you still get that like halo effect. Oh man, this overlap is egregiously bad, but this will work. Yeah, if anyone knows like what option would change, like what option settings would change that, it's really strange. Yeah, I'm like overlapping by a mile. This is very inefficient, but hopefully we can still just do this in 3 passes, so it won't be too bad. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more pass, even if we don't get like every little bit covered. I usually don't worry too much. Alright, worker's doing pretty well over there. We got probably a little over half that field mowed. I think we might do 1 stack of hay just in case if there's a month where we really want to get into, oh wait, not hay, oh man, I messed that up, didn't I? Because if we want hay, we have to ted first. I guess we could do grass bales. I guess I don't know if there's a huge difference. If you feed sheep grass instead of hay, like, do they eat? I think it's more a convenience thing. I think it acts the same. Like it's not like they eat the hay slower or anything. I think it's literally just you usually have hay on hand because you use it for cows, and well, I think that's it. But I don't know. We'll have to maybe get a tedder and do some hay. And the reason is, if during the winter we feel like getting sheep, then we'll already have food on hand, because the grass won't grow in the winter, so we can't really count on it until early spring. And the winter gets pretty long, so we might want to just do something else. We'll see. We can play with it. We also kind of need to do silage for money's sake, so maybe we will just stick with the plan and try to pay back some of our loan before the winter, because we basically just sleep through it anyway, which actually works out pretty well. Another thing we can do as we kind of look forward to sort of the next year is start looking when it's potato or beet harvesting season. We should look at doing one mission. It'll be a long, those harvesting missions are super long because those things take so long to harvest, but that's usually gives you enough beets or potatoes for pigs for like a long time. Like we'll be set, just because they only, I think only 5% of their food goes to, let's see, I think beets and potatoes only contributes to 5% of the pig food, and the yield is so high that, yeah, it works out pretty well just to do one mission. So we need to check when that season is and kind of keep an eye on that, because we have canola here, and then yeah, we just need corn, some sort of tuber, and a grain, maybe? I don't remember what else. I know sorghum works pretty well. Yeah, I found out in this game sorghum's kind of like a power crop, because it works for pigs. I can't remember if it's their protein or their grain. I remember it was kind of weird, so maybe it was their protein. That doesn't make sense. I don't know, but I remember I used it for pigs and chickens and horses. And so I just always had like a huge field of sorghum because it fed everything but cows, which is kind of nice. Something to also think about is just getting a field for sorghum and kind of doing the same thing. Okay, before I forget, and out of just pure curiosity, I want to check missions quick, which would actually be this little thing. Baling, cultivating, fertilizing, and then the harvesting for the tubers. Potatoes would be... yeah, sugar beets are right now, so we'll have to check today. Today's probably too busy, but we can check in November, which will probably be the next video, so hopefully I remember to keep checking missions and see if we can get like a nice sugar beet mission. And then we can just store them at the train station and wait until we get pigs. Okay, so I know we got one more pass to go. What I will do, come on, is get the, see, now it looks like there's weeds, right? Okay, they're still small. Huh. Okay, We'll probably just lease a weeder. I think they're cheap enough. Yeah, I feel like we've bought enough equipment. Let's see, how did I do this? Not like that. What? I doubt that. Okay, so I got a little stuck. Okay, actually, just because I'm... wanting to just finish this up, we can actually get this lined up and hire a worker to do that last, like, 9-second stretch. And then we're going to return that and get a weeder and get to baling, right? So we got to bale, then wrap. Yeah. Plenty to do. Like, the wheels look like they're rotating the wrong way, right? Like, that's correct. And that's correct. Okay, it must be like an illusion. Yeah, it definitely is. Because those definitely look like they're going backwards. Okay. Now, let's see what we want for a weeder. Let's check the map one more time. I'm still like very paranoid that all of a sudden these are going to be medium, but it looks good. So, obviously this one's nice because it's 15.2 meters. This one's, wait, they're both 7 miles per hour. This is 2,300 to lease. Are we going to need it for our other field? Probably. But yeah, right now we don't really have the money. I really want to get that loan kind of paid back off before we invest in more. And honestly, we might just keep this for another day, since there's that initial leasing cost that's kind of expensive. I really don't see why there wouldn't be weeds in the other field. So I'm just going to expect them to be there. And so now you'll see, actually wait, do we, yeah, I think we can see small weeds. Last time I was talking about like weeder's difficult because you can't see what you've already weeded, but that's only if you do it right after you plant, which you can do. Like we could have done it like last month. But since we waited a month, even though they're small, we can still kind of see them like disappearing, I believe. It's been a while since all you have to do is lower it. And you should be able to see a lot of it. Maybe not on video, it won't capture very well. You can see a lot of the like kind of light green things going away. And I don't know how I missed that area. It's too bad. Okay, we'll do one more at the top just to avoid the tree line. Hopefully the worker's not working. I didn't see the notification, I missed it. Okay, let's return that before we incur any more lease costs. Nope, wait. Did we buy that bad boy? Yeah, so I'm recording this a week after the last 2 episodes, and so after a week of life, obviously I just sort of forget some of these details. What am I looking? I'm looking for this. Oh wow, we did buy this. Okay. Well, good. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. We need it anyway all the time, so. Also, if we ever forget to weed, we can always use herbicide to spray our fields like in the very late stages, which I guess works fine. I don't know. I don't know if it works as well as this, but it should work. It should at least improve yield because you're getting rid of weeds. So that's at least an option. Cool, okay. So we have a nice... Yeah, so one of my goals is... Also, is this like new? Like a new patch at some point? Getting rid of the grass when you weed? Oh, where are we going? Like, notice where I weeded here, it like got rid of this. I don't remember that ever being a thing, but maybe I just never noticed it, obviously. And I don't really keep up with patch notes. Like, I don't read them, so usually there's some huge changes like November, December, and then little minor ones after that, so I don't really keep up after the first few. Let's see. Oh yeah. So my biggest goal going forward with the channel is to like record more often throughout the week instead of kind of batching on Sundays for kind of a lot of reasons. It makes my Sunday afternoons just long. And honestly, most of the reason is so I like remember more from video to video what we were doing. So I'm not always like, oh yeah, whoa, surprise. So that should be starting this week. And I think we'll just make things better all around. I actually recorded an episode of lawn mowing simulator last week just to like test it out. It's a lot of fun. I didn't post it yet because I still don't know if I'm like into it enough to do a series, and I don't want to just post one and then like quit. So I'm gonna try to record a couple this week and see if it still like is holding my attention. So we need to unfold. Okay. Yeah, we won't worry about sheep yet. We can always like, if we get sheep, we can always mow like the grass around the farm, like right, like this grass here, and just use that temporarily. But I think right now getting money is more important than like hoarding hay. I also don't want to do like grass bales because they're just so, you just don't really need them or use them a lot. Like you might as well just convert everything to hay because then it's more versatile and you'll use them in a lot more places than you will grass. So, and we just need money, and silage has been our bread and butter so far. We actually have a pretty good amount of eggs. I can't remember. We can do quick math because it's been so long. Because usually it's about 3,000 per liter, and this gives you 1,400. So each pallet is about 5 grand ish. That's like super quick, inaccurate math, but something like that. But we can also check and make sure we don't miss like a good price on eggs. Yeah, it's actually pretty good right now. Yeah, it's really good right now. Shoot. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna finish out this row. Okay, somehow I've missed like mini tiny specks. I was probably talking. Okay, stop paying attention. Whoa! What in the world? Oh, did that just like how much of that? I mean, it's kind of cool. It like fertilizes it, I guess. Is it still grass? Okay, it's still grass. Okay, so we found out some cool things. One, like what the heck? How did that series of events occur? Like how did it get... Okay, so I guess from now on we need to do like a starter row as well as all these header rows. Like holy cow. I honestly can't see the weeds that well, so I'm gonna hit H and see if this works. Okay, let's check our... Oh yeah, you have to like Yeah, that's one thing that would be lovely is if they updated the map in real time, but we always have to kind of reset it. But anyway, one cool thing that we may have just found out, or I found out, you probably already knew this, all of you, but I guess if you just weed over your grass when you're done, it like fertilizes it again, so we'll get more yield. Like I had no idea that was a thing. So we'll have to remember that, even though we just lost quite a bit of profit. Oh boy, that was rough. Here's what we're gonna do before we end the video. We're gonna go to the store. We're gonna buy a trailer, just like a small, simple trailer that we can stack pallets on. And the next episode, before this month is over, we're gonna take in those couple pallets of eggs, because that might give us like 10 to 15,000 ish. Because yeah, eggs being at 3,800 is pretty good. Like I feel like they average around 25 if I remember correctly. So we just want a simple, I don't think we have one. Yeah, we just want a simple, where are they? Okay, this is the, oh, I think this one. Yeah, like this one's pretty small, but we don't usually have anything that needs more. I don't actually like these trailers. I just like, I feel like they're a little finicky. And we are going to go to Michelin. Oh, they don't have it. Yeah, this is just setup. Okay, so we're gonna buy because it's cheap and we'll use it quite a lot. As you can see, if you hold the mouse button, I'm not sure on controller what it is, but you can see in the top left, like if I hold the controls, you can move it and actually move down like the sides of the trailer there. I'm not sure what else. I think, I don't know. Seems to be about it. Oh boy, I really... Okay. So I'm gonna stop right here. This will remind me next video that we're gonna deliver some eggs. And that, we'll let this worker finish this field. I still don't see weeds on this one. So we'll let this worker finish the field off camera, and then next time we'll sell eggs, get that baled up, and yeah, that should be it. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment below if you wish. There is a bell now that does something if you want to click it or interact with it in any way whatsoever. If not, no worries. And of course, have yourselves a very nice day.